Hello friends, welcome in and welcome to the replay. Hello. I see notifications are going out. We are actually live. Yay. Thank you so much for joining me. As you come in this evening, be sure to say hello. Let me know that you're watching. Where are you watching from? What are you doing that is fun and crafty in your life? What creative goodness do you have going on? I'm Michelle Schreck. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I'm your host for this edition of Chalk Live. Yay for Chalk Live. Thanks for joining, guys. Oh, I have a helper. She's going to be vocal. All right, we're going to try to solve our problem. I'll be right back. Yay! Hello. Thanks for joining, guys. Yes, she did want to help. She heard me start talking and she decided she was going to talk too. She's my grand puppy. She's staying with me right now and she is a mess. Thanks for joining, guys. Goodness, we have lots of people coming in. Hi, Amanda and Tracy and Carol. Hello, Molly. Thanks for joining, guys. So I'm Michelle Schreck, independent designer with Chalk Couture. I'm your host for this edition of Chalk Live. Chalk Live happens every day at different times throughout the day. And so if you enjoy what you're seeing here, make sure you come back and see another Chalk It that is going to be doing Chalk Live for you. And I have a kind of a multi-step project that I really want to do tonight. The first step that I did is I went ahead and I took this pumpkin out of my stash. It's rather large. Let's see if I can kind of put it in there so you can see a little bit. The design that it's sitting on is 18 by 18, so this one is not quite that big, but it is 18 inches tall, and there was no way for me to get my camera any higher than what it is, so we're going to have the bottom cut off. But I went ahead and I did a light coat of wax on this because I'm going to do a base coat of chalk paste, and then I'm actually going to let that dry, and I'm going to come back in and we're going to chalk the buffalo check pattern over the top of it. Kind of messy. I'm not going for perfect. I'm going for kind of a little bit distressed, a little bit, I don't want to necessarily say rustic because I'm going to use gold shimmer, but rustic might be the best word. So first things first, I want to tell you guys a little bit about Chalk Couture. So I'm going to introduce you to Chalk Couture. We are the leader in high-end DIY home decor. We have projects that are perfect for your home, for office, for gift giving, and they're suited to every age and every skill level. There's no artistic ability, no creativity required. Anybody can be successful with these products. So I'm going to show you a different way to use the products tonight. But what our product base is silk screens and paste or ink that go on wet and dry to a hard consistency. Now our ink can be heat set, and once it's heat set, it is permanent, but our paste comes off with water. Now I'm going to be putting it on a wooden surface. I have put wax on this, but this is going to be a one-time application. I don't think that this would be something that I will be changing. If I decide I want to change it, I'm going to come back in and I'm just going to paint the whole thing. So let's go ahead and get painting. So the first thing I want to do is take my iced coffee and a paintbrush, and I'm just going to get some on here nice and thick. Not worried about it being thick because I'm going to spray it with water. And I'm just going to kind of move it around to get a little bit of color on here. This is almost the same color as my wood. I wanted something that was going to be light like this, and I didn't want to go with like a black because this is actually going to hang on a black door, and I didn't want to go orange just because that's not really in my color scheme for fall, which is kind of funny. But everything I've been buying lately has burgundy and teal and this nice iced coffee color in it, so I thought, well, let's just go ahead and give it a base of this and see how it goes. So I'm just moving the chalk paste around and getting some coverage on here. Doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to go over the top of it with the buffalo check, but you're going to see a lot of it shining through, and so I want to make sure that what you see coming through is this color and not just the wood. So what kind of fun stuff have you guys been up to? It feels like forever since I've been on. I wasn't able to go live last week, so my friend Molly took over my Wednesday spot for me as a big help because it was kind of last minute. And then the week before we had swapped, so it's been a little more than 2 weeks for me. What have you been up to? Uh-oh, somebody says they lost Facebook. Well, my feed is showing up on my tablet that it is still going live, so hopefully it is not on my end, and I would just tell you, refresh, refresh, refresh. I love how this product is so versatile. This chalk paste can just do so much. I mean, of course I could just use acrylic paint with this, but I really love this color and I like the chalky finish, so why not? Plus it's just so easy and it dries so fast. It's thin, it dries fast, doesn't have a long wait time at all. Thin this out just by adding water. I'm going to move y'all up so you can see. Easy peasy. It's just a big piece, so it takes a minute. I've got some fibers out of the brush, out of my paintbrush on here, so I'm just going to try to get those off. There we go. And a tiny bit more over on this side, and I think we will be good to go. I'm spritzing where it's a little bit thicker because I don't want to have harsh lines. Carol, you can view on my YouTube channel. My link is actually in the description of this video, and after we get done with the live broadcast, I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube, and so you can come back and watch it that way if you're not able to watch it here on Facebook. All right, I'm going to go just with water, just smoothing things out a little bit. It almost looks like a regular distressed pumpkin where it's got imperfect spots, and that is what I want. Now, if I wanted to have thicker color, obviously I wouldn't be thinning this down as much, and you can get a lot thicker coverage on it. You can also, as I said, you could do this with acrylic paint and just give your piece a base of color. But that is all I'm trying to do, I'm going to set this one aside and let it dry. And I'm actually, while it's drying, I'm going to paint the other piece. So let me do that. We'll just let that dry for a minute. Looking at our beautiful, what's going to go on top of our pumpkin. And I'm going to take some Couture Teal and do the same sort of thing, except I want to, actually I'm going to move our design out of the way because I need to put some teal on my mat. I'm going to do that as a mixing surface, because this, when you're doing something like this where you've got lettering, it's harder to move. If you get the paste on there really thick, it's harder to move it around. So I'm going to get my paste nice and wet over here to the side. Let's see. And just go ahead and paint that on. Easy peasy. Let's see. Facebook is giving me crazy notifications, so I'm trying to see what is going on. Bear with me a second. Well, okay. I don't know why it's telling you live video is interrupted. That's crazy. Hopefully you're seeing us again now. I should have taken the strings off just so that I wouldn't be getting chalk paste on them, but I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I'm going for a really rustic look, and I may even put some little bows on top of there. So I am not worried about it at all. This is just going on super easy. I did not wax this one, so it's really soaking up the color, which is what I want to have happen. If I wanted it to be easier to spread around on the actual wood, I could have waxed it ahead of time, but I knew that I wasn't going to go just straight to wood with the paste. So this way it's soaking in. You can see the wood grain through the chalk paste. And it's that gorgeous teal, Couture Teal. Probably one of my favorite colors. Although with the amount of gold and red shimmer that I use here lately, I think that, I don't know, that must be one of my favorites too. We're going to be putting gold on this. I thought about doing the red shimmer, but it's just not, it doesn't go with the colors that I'm doing. It's a little too red. All right. Make sure I have everything covered and even. It dries really quick, which makes this really a nice project to do, because I'm not going to have to wait or use the heat gun for a long period of time to get my base of my pumpkin ready for the next step. Oh goodness, my puppy's telling me from the other room. All right. There is my Hello Fall. What do you guys think of that? Love that color. Love, love, love that color. All right, done with that. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to clean up the mat just a little bit. Just to remove some of the residue of this Couture Teal. The mats come clean so well. I love them. Love, love, love these work mats. Okay, so now we have our pumpkin. It's good and dry. And I have buffalo check that I'm going to pull my backer sheet away from the actual transfer. And my backer is cut in half so that I can work with this in smaller sections for smaller projects. And it has been well used, let me tell you. So now I'm going to come in and I'm just going to fuzz it. And I used the wrong side. We used the terry cloth side for fuzzing. So there we go. I had it on the microfiber side. And how you can tell is the terry cloth side actually has the tag sewn in. So they make it super easy to know which side do you use for fuzzing. And I'm going to do this twice. Just because it's going on wood, even though it's waxed, I don't want the wood to do any damage to my transfer. The transfer is well loved and well used, but I want to get some more use out of it, so just taking that extra precaution there. Now I'm going to put this on here purposefully not straight. Although I do want my stem to be covered. Okay, so now I've got my gold shimmer and I'm going to give it a stir. Uh-oh, I got paper stuck to it from the lid. All right, give that a stir. It's a little on the thick side, so I'm going to go ahead and mist it, especially going on this wood. I know that even though it's waxed, it's still going to try to soak it up, so I don't necessarily need it to be super thick. I want to get a nice thin coat and a rustic look to it. Nice and distressed. I thought about doing it silver so it would almost look like a metal, like a galvanized metal over the top of the wood, but I like gold. Gold is going really nicely with all of my other decor items for fall, so. All right. I put a lot down there. And I'm going to take my angled squeegee. Oh, I'm going to hold on to it because apparently it's going to try to come up. Let's see. There we go. Needed to load that squeegee up a little better. I'm not worried about if it gets an air bubble or it's not perfect. That is not going to bother me at all. This particular transfer has kind of a distressed look to it to begin with, which is really nice. My friend Molly loves the angled squeegee, and I wasn't using it very much, and I was watching her videos and she uses it a lot, and I thought, you know, I really have to give this another chance. And for bigger projects like this, it is fantastic. And I'm picking the excess up as I go. Got me a little wrinkle. All right, we're going to move around this side. I'm going to put some more down. Make sure I get all of the pumpkin covered. See some spots over here that are not quite covered. Now I can see that this is drying really quick, and part of that is it's soaking into the wood. So I'm going to go ahead and lift it up. Oh yeah, love that. Lay it right back down, and that way I can finish chalking it up without worrying about that part of the design. Turn it for the camera. Get my excess. Put a little bit more on there. This color is so pretty. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Perfect for any season. Although I'm a really big fan of the Shimmer Red. I love what they've done with the Shimmer Red. How about you guys? Anybody else using the Shimmer Red on everything? I've barely started doing anything Christmas, and I've already gone through one jar because I used it on everything. That spot. Okay, and that excess off there, I'm just going right back in the jar with it. And let's lift this side up. Yes. Okay, I see some spots that are probably a little more blank than I want them to be. Now there is some distress in this in the actual pattern, but that was just missed. There we go. Same thing here. Just missed a spot. Yay. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. And it's so shiny. I love the shiny. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry just for a second. Clean up my chalk paste. Cleaning up my jar helps the chalk paste have a longer life, and that is super important. Of course, I'm going through it much faster than it could possibly dry out, but that is because I'm chalking everything. I love, love, love to do projects. Really loving it for the fall. Can't wait to get my hands on some winter designs and some new Christmas designs. Give me a thumbs up on a thumbs up emoji if you went shopping and you bought some goodies for Christmas out of the new catalog release we just had. I think it happened on Monday. I was at work during the launch and forgot about it on Monday night and still have not made my order. I have a list. I'm just hoping everything is still there. I imagine that it is. I haven't read anything about outages, so I imagine everything that I want is still there, and I'm going to be ordering tonight. So that will be fun. I can't wait till I get that kind of stuff in. I love getting orders. I have an order that I made right before over the weekend that I had a few things still in the new catalog that I had not purchased yet, and so I wanted to get some more items. All right, this is still a little bit on the wet side, so I'm letting it dry. Hurry up and dry thing. I'm going to show y'all what it's going to look like. There we go. Just prop it up a little bit. There's my Hello Fall. So I'm going to have that hanging on my front door or my entryway. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking I'm going for the front door. I really, really like it. And I have a black front door, so it's going to really pop on that black. And it has a little distress attitude going with it. It's a little bit on the rustic side. Really, really cute, and I just love it with the Couture Teal, and it's going to look great with my flowers that I have going on outside for fall. I'm in Texas, and I have to admit that in Texas, our fall weather has not even started to get here. We were 98 degrees today. I think we have more of the same going tomorrow, so I have silk flowers that I have gone and bought that are fall flowers and put outside because they would be fried if I tried to put new actual real live plants out there. They would just wither up in this heat, so couldn't do that. So I just went the easy route with my flowers. Let's see, I'll take a picture of this and put it as well as my other links in the comments after the broadcast is over, so you guys can check it out. Y'all be able to see the full finished pumpkin in the picture, and I'll try to remember to actually take a picture of it once we get it hung outside too, so you guys can see what effect I was going for. Yay, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you being here, spending your time with me, and I hope that you'll come back next Wednesday at 6:30 for another edition of Chalk Live with me. And of course, check on the channel every single day because we have Chalkits going live daily, and that is just really exciting to see all the different projects that everybody is doing. I love our team, and I love that we're able to bring this to you. All right, guys, until next week, I'm going to remind you, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and happy crafting.